Hello, welcome back. Today we got some bad news for the Dirty Boxing heavyweight division, and I think to start off, it's nothing but appropriate to just take a few sips of water for Jarzinho. Anyway, some bad news. Rosenstrike got caught up in some police business in Florida. We're gonna go over the charges. We're gonna go over Rob Perez's initial reaction because I feel like it's very funny. And then I think the matchmaking if they strip Rosenstrike. But I think getting into it, we should just read off the charges. Um, he got charged with battery slash and or domestic violence, and he bonded out for 1,000. And then a second charge of false imprisonment of a person for 25 hundo. That's pretty big. That's pretty insane. I will read you some context on it right now. That I have to give my credit to Rob Perez. He posted it on his Instagram story, so this looks legit. I'm not sure the immediate source of that, but I'm gonna believe it's true because Rob Perez, puts God first, and I don't think he's a he's he. I feel like he's got true good intentions with every step he takes. He might he might look a little weird to the people around him, but it's not even that serious at the end of the day. I trust Rob Perez. Anyway, I'm gonna read it off for us. I'll put it on the screen right now. According to police, they responded to a dispute involving Rosenstrike and an unidentified woman. The woman claimed Rosenstrike slapped the phone out of her hand while she was ignoring him in the midst of an argument in a vehicle. The woman said Rosenstrike then slapped her hand again, and as she attempted to exit the vehicle, Rosenstrike grabbed her arm. The woman said Rosenstrike tried to kiss her and then bit her arm. She also alleged Rosenstrike prevented her from exiting the car after they drove to another location. Police say bite marks were visible on the woman's right bicep, and she presented redness on both forearms and bruising under her right eye. Police described Rosenstrike as uncooperative during their contact with him. Rosenstrike eventually submitted a written statement to the police. While the text is redacted from public record, it's referenced later in the police report that Rosenstrike claimed the woman had punched him. The woman later confirmed to police that she did punch Rosenstrike, but in self-defense as she tried to break his grip to exit the vehicle. My initial thoughts on that, I mean, if that is the truth, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? Oh, this is alleged, I guess. I mean, the police report is involved, I still just don't, I still just want to respect all parties or whatever. That's some bitch made shit, not gonna lie. You're sitting there, you bit a woman, you're over here slapping a phone out of her hand for real. Like, listen, I slapped the phone out of my girlfriend's hand, but it's out of love. And it's like a joke. Not like she has like redness on her wrist and bruises on her arm from you grabbing her that hard. Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, that's like true like evil intentions behind that. Like, you have something not secure inside of yourself for you to feel even able to treat, you know, anyone, let alone a woman like that. So it is what it is. It's not very good, but it's not a good look for Rosenstrike, the inaugural heavyweight dirty boxing champ. And that's really what matters here is dirty boxing. Rosenstrike can go. I really do hope they strip him. This is just like not champ behavior. No disrespect to no other parties, but dirty boxing is owned by John Jones and Mike Perry. So I could honestly see them letting it slide, as long as he's still bringing them KOs and business is business at the end of the day. But I think it's just going to be hard for me to truly want to like respect him as a champion, knowing this is how he acts outside of the cage. That is me personally. But yeah, I think you strip him. I'll go into the matchmaking after I talk about Rob Perez's initial reaction to this right now. Like I said, I used to pour his ass, but don't take my belt. This clown beating on a woman. He ain't no dirty boxing champ. He's a chump. Couldn't have said it better. Couldn't have said it better. Does this make me automatically the champ, or are we fighting in his country? And then the funniest thing about this whole post right here is that he added dirty boxing. No, we know damn well dirty boxing ain't gonna repost that. And like, like what the fuck? That's so funny. But all right, I'm gonna play this video right now.
As the snow's coming down, as landing on the road, just remember, drive safe. And if you don't need to drive, don't drive. And remember, don't bite your bitch. She might bite back. Free Rosenstrike.
Like you said, some food for thought. Don't bite your bitch. She might bite you back. Free Rosenstrike. I don't know if I agree with him saying free Rosenstrike when Rosenstrike's doing some bitch-made behavior, but it's still respect at the end of the day, I guess, from his end, not really on my end. But I don't want to bash it too much. It's still an ongoing investigation or whatever. I don't know. I'm just stealing information that I don't even know if it's true from the internet. But I think we should just get into the matchmaking. Rob Perez is funny. We all love Rob Perez over here. Shout out to Wolf. Thank you for giving me content to make today. Go follow him on Instagram at _Mr. Wolf54. Thank you, Rob Perez. I think the only right matchmaking to make when you look at every heavyweight fighter in the dirty boxing division is Rob Perez versus Michael Garcia. Let me play this video for you real quick. Now that we're back here, you just see what I mean? Like, Victor Cardoso is good as fuck, bro. Like, yes, in that clip, he looks like he basically gives up. You know, he gets up a little slow, and the ref sees that. That's why he calls it. It is what it is, whatever. Victor Cardoso is still really good. He's tactical. He's got good inside dirty boxing, good elbows. He just is a little, you know, heavyweight to gas out. It is what it is. But Michael Garcia, he is a smaller heavyweight, but he's like that lighter man skill almost comes into effect via cardio. And not even just cardio. This is kind of besides the point. He just has really good grit. Like, really good grit. He can dig deep, bro. And I really respect that. I don't know what that man has been through in his life, but much respect to Michael Garcia. He really gives me, like, Anthony Hernandez vibes, if that makes sense. You know, I really want to see more interviews with Michael Garcia. I might try to do one, you know. That'd be crazy. I've never really done an interview before, but anyway, if I ever did an interview, I'd probably just be, like, chopping it up with dude. I can't really, like, I mean, obviously I'll ask questions. I want to hear more and learn more about him. Sorry. But anyway, that's besides the point. That's another idea for another day. The reason, dude, I showed you that video. You know, Rob Perez is 3-0. Michael Garcia is 2-0. Those are the only two contenders in my opinion. Unless you want to bring a big heavyweight like name outside of the dirty boxing in for like an inaugural title shot. Not inaugural title shot. I guess it's just a debut title shot for a vacant heavyweight dirty boxing belt. I don't know who that would be or who would even be worth it, but like I said, I think Michael Garcia versus Rob Perez is the only thing that makes sense because Michael Garcia deserves it. He's 2-0. Rob Perez deserves it. He's 3-0. Only two people with like a genuine and anything sort of a dirty boxing record streak. I know it's 2-0 and 3-0. It's not longer or whatever, but now we got the opportunity here, and this was meant to be. All I'm saying, this is meant to happen. If this is not the match made, this is just gonna be like Cat Nelson and Jesse Jess or whatever, where it's just like, fucking come on. Not shitty matchmaking, but kind of at the same time, which would be unfortunate. But I'm telling you, just real fight the real. I understand business is business and, offers are made. People don't like certain amounts of money. It is what it is. But yeah, that's why I think you should do that. Not even just that. Michael Garcia, like I said, he just digs deep, if you know what I'm saying. And, shout out both these guys. I'm a fan of both of them. This is just me, as a fan, this is just what I want / need to see for entertainment and, what would sell me personally. But I'm just putting that out there. Yeah. Unfortunate for Rozenstruik. Like I said, strip him. Strip the man of his belt. Not a good look for dirty boxing if you want this guy's your champ. But he's not my champ at the end of the day. It is what it is. Thank you guys. And, let's pray for the dirty boxing championship heavyweight division. Let's go, Michael Garcia, Rob Perez. Hurry up on that. We need that. We need that in an ATL, bruh.